Section 01 of Volume 1B of History of England from the Invasion of Julius Caesar to the Revolution of 1688. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Delmar H. Dolbear. History of England from the Invasion of Julius Caesar to the Revolution of 1688 by David Hume, Volume 1B, Section 01, Chapter 12, Part 1. Henry III. Most sciences, in proportion as they increase and improve, invent methods by which they facilitate their reasonings, and employing general theorems are enabled to comprehend in a few propositions a great number of inferences and conclusions. History, also, being a collection of facts which are multiplying without end, is obliged to adopt such arts of abridgment, to retain the more material events, and to drop all the minute circumstances which are only interesting during the time or to the persons engaged in the transactions. This truth is nowhere more evident than with regard to the reign upon which we are going to enter. What mortal could have the patience to write or read a long detail of such frivolous events as those with which it is filled, or attend to a tedious narrative which would follow, through a series of 56 years, the caprices and weaknesses of so mean a prince as Henry? The chief reason why Protestant writers have been so anxious to spread out the incidents of this reign is in order to expose the rapacity, ambition, and artifices of the court of Rome, and to prove that the great dignitaries of the Catholic Church, while they pretended to have nothing in view but the salvation of souls, had bent all their attention to the acquisition of riches, and were restrained by no sense of justice or of honor in the pursuit of that great object. But this conclusion would readily be allowed them, though it were not illustrated by such a detail of uninteresting incidents, and follows indeed by an evident necessity from the very situation in which that church was placed with regard to the rest of Europe. For, besides that ecclesiastical power, as it can always cover its operations under a cloak of sanctity, and attacks men on the side where they dare not employ their reason, lies less under control than civil government. Besides this general cause, I say, the Pope and his courtiers were foreigners to most of the churches which they governed. They could not possibly have had any other object than to pillage the provinces for present gain, and as they lived at a distance, they would be little awed by shame or remorse in employing.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?